Hello, people of YouTube. It's Commander Vexer again, and first of all, let me just say I apologize for uh, you know the last 2 weeks. Definitely not posting as much as usual as the previous weeks, but you know real life comes up and stuff, and also as I said, videos are gonna be fewer because I'm working on the stories to be more in depth for the character analysis series that I started. Um, and I wasn't even really planning on posting anything this week, but you know, I feel like I only posted one thing last week, so I wanted to. I was feeling a little guilty, I guess, about not posting. Um, and I was building this diorama that I'm about to show you guys because I was building it for Maddie Craft's top 5 mocks competition, which he hosts every week on his second channel called Maddie Talks. So if you haven't, go check out Maddie Crafts and also his second channel, Maddie Talks, and uh, you yourself can enter in this competition because it happens every week. And he's asking for people to join because apparently numbers have been declining in that front. But anyway, that's a little off topic. I built this diorama and I figured it was a perfect opportunity to check in with you guys. Um, So I will show you what I built for that. But before I do, I have some questions for you. One is, I know that you guys seem to like the stories, the character analysis stuff, and the fire team stuff, and I plan on doing that. But going forward, more of it. But I also want to know, because as I said, the character analysis stuff takes a lot longer because I have to write the story and it has to be good. So how do you guys feel about things like reviews? Um, it's something I've thought about, but I figure everybody does reviews, and I'm small. Like, you're gonna go watch someone like The Domain or Demarcation Media if you want a really good review anyway. So that's why I've been steering away from it. But I would also be willing to do that. Um, yeah, everybody's happy to give their opinion about things, and I'm no exception to that. Another thing is, you know, I I can do a collection tour and stuff like that if you guys want. Basically, tell me what you guys want. Do you want it to just be this character analysis stuff, or are you guys cool with other things? And I just listed a few of what the other things could be, but tell me what you want because I will. If I didn't say something that you want to see on my channel, well, feel free to tell me in the comments because, like I said at the beginning of this channel, I want it to be very much a community thing. So, anyway, without further ado, I will get into the diorama. As I said, this is my diorama for Maddie Craft's top 5 mocks competition. Um, and here is what I have. And it's whole, and if it could focus. There we go. Anyway, yes, the quality of this video is not going to be very great because it is kind of spur of the moment. And I also really don't know how to, given my space, I don't really know how to set up like a really nice, clean looking set for when I build like big dioramas, which is why I said last video that I want to steer away from them, but here we are. Anyway, so what is happening in this diorama is that the UNSC, which is back there, they're kind of holding out as the Covenant or Banished. I'm not exactly sure what era this is supposed to be. I just kind of threw in figures that I thought looked good in it. So basically the aliens, the Covenant, Banished, whatever, are closing in on the UNSC. They kind of circled the wagons per se, or in this case circled the warthogs, and they're waiting for an extraction. And this is kind of inspired by, for those that are familiar with the Clone Wars, there's an arc where they have to go retake Geonosis and one of the episodes, the first episode of that arc is called Landing at Point Rain, and basically uh, Obi-Wan and a bunch of clone troopers get stranded. Um, like basically everybody gets shot down, and Obi-Wan and a bunch of clone troopers get stranded out in the middle of the desert as the enemies are closing in on them. So that's kind of what this is inspired by. Um, and there are more things when I get into the finer details of this mock that I'll point to that are directly pulled from that. Um, anyway, so I'm not really going to be moving around very much, so I'll do my best to show you things. But um, basically, we have one Warthog there with a gunner, a couple Marines, a machine gun turret, which I guess these Warthogs are carrying some supplies, so they very hastily set up some minor fortifications. Goss Hog, which that's actually Forge's Hog, so it's a little beefier than your standard Goss Hog. Back there, you can't really see him well, but there's a Marine with a comms pack, and he's talking to the Pelican that's coming to pick them up. Over there is, that Marine is getting shot. He was on the turret, and Sergeant Forge and a couple more Marines are rushing up to fill the gap that's being left now by that Marine. One of those Marines is probably going to hop on the turret. There's another Marine over there, and another Marine over there. It's again just holding the line. Nobody's on that turret. So the Covenant, Banished, whatever you want to call them, their formation is pretty simple. You have Jackals up in the front, and followed by Hunters, as you can see. So it's kind of like the heavy armor advancing, so that these elite special forces, these ultras, those two there, that guy who I'm using as the leader, and those two there can come up. Obviously, there's probably more than 5 elites closing in on them. That's what's in this diorama. And over there, I just had it that was like some former, there's already a little bit of a enemy presence here, so those guys were just killed before the UNSC kind of circled the wagons for extraction. I also have it that the reason all these Warthogs are here is because they're kind of like a recon convoy, and they were backed up by this Hornet, which is providing aerial reconnaissance. The Hornet got shot down, probably by the Hunters. It spewed its cargo everywhere. That's one of the Marines that was supposed to be on the Hornet. He's dead. There's the pilot. He's crawling out of the canopy of the Hornet, attempting to grab his pistol. And that crashed Hornet is where this guy, who, for those of you who've been following the Fire Team series, that guy is Commander Vexer. Vexer was the one in charge of this little convoy, and he's rushing up to try to rescue anybody that might have survived the crashed Hornet. He's engaging that Hunter there. Those 2 Jackals he kills, presumably. And this elite is seeing Vexer, and it's like, real challenge, Spartan, time to go kill. And Vexer was backed up by this one lonely Flame Marine. I would have 2 ideally, but I only have 1 Marine that's actually a Flame Marine with a new articulation, so making do again. And he's just engaging this Hunter. So yeah, that's about all I have for you today. This is mostly just so that you guys know that I haven't forgotten about you, and I'm not planning on stopping posting videos. It's just, other things have come up. I'm in college and I'm taking summer courses right now, and they're really short courses, but they're basically, so normally like the courses are 13 weeks or whatever. I forget how many weeks. But these guys are like 5 weeks, and so basically it's like 13 plus weeks of material crammed into 5 weeks. So you can imagine it's a little bit intense. So that's part of the reason, and the other part of that I haven't been posting as much, and the other part of the reason is, like I said, it takes longer to post those character analysis videos. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I appreciate you guys for understanding uh, and sticking with me. And yeah, hopefully the next video will be a character analysis. Um, but I'm going to try to keep posting once a week, but might not always be the case. Anyway, um, like I said, hope you enjoyed, and again, leave comments down below with suggestions for future videos. And yeah, I guess I'll catch you all in the next one. Take care.